Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. We are group 10 from section 5 for the fifth for economics 1. Our main title topic is about Muslim jurisprudence and Adam Smith on comparative studies. Firstly, Adam Smith is well known as the father of economics, and other than that, he is also known. His book is also known as the Wealth of Nation. That is known around the world. And other than that, we have study for our article review about the Adam Smith on comparative study, straightly according to the Sustainable Development of Goals. We have chosen two SDGs. The first SDGs is SDG 8 is about unemployment and decent work. According to the United Nations studies, the United Nations say that they promote a quality productivity of employment work and decent work for everyone in the world. And secondly, I will be explaining about the Sustainable Development Goals of SDG 16. We study about the SDG 16 is about the peace, justice, and strong institution. From our study, according to the SDG 16, is about how the United Nations provide a quality society and free from any corruption in the economic sector. For that, I will pass to the next presenter that will be questioning about the principle and theories of economics according to the Muslim scholars and Adam Smith. Thank you.
Foundational principles of Adam Smith theory and Muslim scholars differs. Muslim scholars' theory is based on Quran and Sunnah, where they do not promote hoarding of wealth and promote most on social justice. However, Adam Smith theory is based on from his book Wealth of Nations, where he promotes self-interest and invisible hands that maximize people's profit. Moving on to methodology, Muslim scholars' methodology is based on Fiqh, where they promote social welfare to the society. However, Adam Smith theory is to maximize the profit without giving any profit to the society, and is mostly where Muslim scholars is mostly towards the equality. However, Adam Smith's story mostly to the equity. However, practical application, Muslim scholars' practical application is through zakat, where they give charity to the person of less in need. However, Adam Smith theory is on promoting self-interest, where self-regulating happens. He do not want people to get charity, but he wants people to gain more profit to contribute to the economic growth. That's all. And moving on to the next question, which will be on the foundational economics and economics extraction.
Adam Smith and the Muslim scholars focusing to Al-Ghazali have different talk in the economics. So they have a different view on the role of state, ethics, and the economic activity. So for the Smith, he wrote on the self-regulating and individualism, and regarding to the invisible hand, which is to allocate resources efficiently. So while for the role of state, Adam Smith believed into preventing monopolies and providing public goods. In contrast, for the Al-Ghazali, the role of state is to provide not only to provide justice, but also in the wealth contributions. In contrast, Muslim scholars, which is Al-Ghazali, was for the economic theory was see at the Islamic value. For her, economic is not only in contributing wealth, but also to get the justice in economic. To state he also argued that a state need get a justice to fulfill the obligation. So next, let's move on to the government intervention on property in Islamic perspective and Adam Smith.
Now we will be talking about the different viewpoints on government intervention. Now the thing is, from Adam Smith's point of view and Islam's point of view are completely different. For one, in Adam Smith's point of view, he believes that government intervention should be as minimal as possible. That is to say, the individual should be the one that is protected. They should be the one that are, their wealth, their property, everything should be protected by the government, but nothing more, nothing less. Which means that the government cannot sell, cannot bid, cannot own a lot of these private properties, as Adam Smith believes that the private property or the property in general should be owned by individuals themselves and not by huge corporations or by governments especially. Now, how does this compare with the Islamic point of view in regards to government intervention? Islam, on the other hand, has a completely different point of view, being that in Islam, they believe in societal harmony and societal equity, which is to say that the property, while it can be owned by individuals, should be done for the social welfare and for justice. Meaning to say, for example, governments can also own or at least control a property. However, this property should also be distributed or used for the sake of the community, which is, for example, to help the poor people, to help the homeless, to provide any form of sustainability to the community as a whole, and not just be given to private individuals who will hoard the property for themselves. That is all for my part, and now we'll move on to the next question, which is the different types of taxation systems under Adam Smith and Abu Yusuf.
So I will talk about different types of tax based on Adam Smith and Abu Yusuf. So there are three types of tax based on Abu Yusuf, which is Qaraj, Jizya and Ushur, while Adam Smith is profit, income and rent. So there are four principles that both scholars follow, which is certainty, cost effectiveness, convenience and equity. So based on this principle, Abu Yusuf said that tax must be matched accordingly with the taxpayer's ability, and he introduced a muqasamah system that known as a flexible system where everyone can pay every time they need. While Adam Smith said that everyone must to contribute their income, whether it is high or low, to make sure that everyone get equality of responsibility. And he also emphasized that guideline have he also create a clear guideline to ensure that there is no problem that will cause in the future. So we can see that in this principle that Abu Yusuf more focused on fairness and justice to avoid burdening people, while Adam Smith focused on efficiency and economic growth and development. Instead of collecting money, tax system also teach us to build a trust, fairness and having a clear communication to ensure that tax will manage properly in the future. Besides, until now, tax system is still influenced in the Islamic and modern economies. So I will pass to my groupmate for the division labor with the two scholars.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will be discussing about the division of labor and its impact on productivity and value of creation. According to the three scholars, that is Adam Smith, Karl Marx and Ibn Khaldun. According to them, they say that the labor value of theory is being related to the economic values of goods and services that being produced by the amount of quality labor and employment. Other than that, according to the three scholars, they also mentioned that it is being a challenges in idea in the supply and demand, criticized on capitalism, and provided the good quality of labor workforce and employment in the economic sector and other sector that will be related to the amount of workforce. From that, we can all know that supply demand criticize in capitalism, and good quality of workforce and division of labor is very important in our economic sector to provide a good quality of division labor. Thank you. And I will be passing to the next presenter that will be discussing about the different views on charity. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. There are clear differences between Adam Smith's view on charity and the views on charity through the Islamic perspective. For Adam Smith, he defines charity, or the action of charity, is when individuals feel compassionate about others, hence why they give the donation. Adam Smith highlights two issues that arises from poverty and charity. The first issue is about how those who needs help are not asking for the help. This is because maybe they feel shame or embarrassed to seek for those helps, hence why those who wants to help them are not able to help those who are in need. The second issue that he talks about is that private charity alone is not enough. He believes that there should be interventions, such as from the government, to help those people who are in need to solve a long term and eliminate the issues of poverty. As for the Islamic view, the Islamic view explains about two views on charity. There's a compulsory charity that we as Muslims have to give, and also recommended charity. Recommended charity is called sadaqah. So we are encouraged as Muslims to give sadaqah to those who are in need. And as for the compulsory charity, which is called zakat, we have to give a portion, which is obligated, of our income to those who are in need. When we look at the Islamic view, we have specified regulations. So Muslims encourage those who are able to donate, and those who are not able to donate, they are eligible to receive the zakat. This way, it solves the issue of poverty in the long term. Thank you. To conclude, throughout our studies on the comparative study between Adam Smith and the Islamic scholars, we have clearly identified various differences and the similarities between their views. But the main factor is that they're both similarities. They both share a similarity in their view in wealth, ethics, and the society. Thank you.